So today's topic, a man online who puts in his profile that he's open to both hookups and real relationships. What's up with that? And should you ever consider a man who does put that in his profile? This is an interesting topic, and you might be very surprised by the end of this video what my answer to it is. So before we get started, subscribe and don't forget to hit that red alert bell because you want all my upcoming videos as soon as they come out. All right, so this is a topic of real interest for women because so many men online are putting this in their online profiles. So I did this as a question and survey on my Sunday Success Love Survey on Instagram. And if you aren't following me there, please do, because then you can take part every Sunday in the question that is the topic for my Make Him Wonder Wednesday Live. So on Sunday, ask the question, get all of your input and your answer, and then I answer what I believe the answer to be, and sometimes it may surprise you or even shock you, and this might be one of those times. So I'm going to what I posted in the survey. An online man interested in hookups and real relationships. The first possibility was meet if he's cute and corresponds respectfully. Okay, I got a few of those, but not too many. B, talk to him first to see what he says. I got quite a few of those. And C, swipe left. Got a lot of those. Understandably so. But when we truly understand men and the male mind, here is the answer. You can be meeting a man that says, interested in hookups and real relationships. And here's why. I work under, if you know anything about me at all, the Freudian premise of the Madonna whore dichotomy. That's what it's now been renamed. It was the Madonna whore complex when Freud first quantified it for the world and qualified it for the world in his writings. But this is in the deepest brain of males, their black and white thinking related to females. And that is that females are either in one category or another. The first being Madonna or Mother Mary, meaning wife and mother material, or second category, woman just to have fun with, which his word, not mine, whore, the Madonna whore dichotomy. Now, we know as women, there is no such thing. We are all on a scale at different times, and there is no such thing as woman that is just chaste, motherly, Madonna-ly, or on the complete opposite side of the scale, whore. I hate even saying the word, but again, not my word. We know that as women, that isn't the case for any of us, and it's really ridiculous for men to ever place us in one or the other category. Here's the problem. We, as women, will not be changing the reptilian brain, meaning the oldest brain, it's closest to our brain stem, it's the oldest brain that we all have, a reptilian brain that does not have language. We will not be changing that for men. And it would take eons and eons for that to be taken out of men. Just like for us, there really is no woman that is not looking for if she could have a wonderful relationship with a wonderful man. It is in us. And what happens is, since we bond through time and sex, if we meet a man even for what is deemed a hookup, so to speak, meaning we just go into it with the idea that it's not going to be anything and it's going to be fun and we're going to have sex. What happens? If we like the man enough and we spend enough time and we're having sex, we will bond. Where does that come from? That comes from the deepest brain of females. And we cannot change that. We cannot change that, and we cannot change the deepest male brain. So we as females must be wise to how a man will present, and that it makes sense for him to say, yes, I'm up for hookups or real relationships. Because that corresponds to the two separate categories into which men place us all. So this is very, very important. And if you don't take away anything but this from today's video, it is this very, very important point. That even in your online pics, you must present as a woman in the first category. And what I mean by that, I mean that your dress, your way of posing, everything about your photos must present as woman for possible marriage, and that you might be mother material as well. Meaning you're a woman that the male brain can categorize in that category, and that means that you present to all the world and all men that you are trustworthy and worthy of respect, and present in a way that shows him and all other men that you are not for fun only. So I talk all about this in my One Love, Online to Never Ending Love, 7 simple steps to digital dating success. I talk about this in my course. And now it's available to you for a self-help course. And that is different than my 12-week program that I've had for years. It's been born out of the self-help course, born out of my 12-week program. And I know it can work for women who just need the steps and they want to do it at their own pace and at a very, very affordable price. Not only can you have that self-help course that's delivered immediately to your inbox with all of the videos, all of the templates, all of the steps on everything from, yes, you can say yes to a man who is putting that he wants either hookups or real relationships, that you, through presenting your profile and pics in the right way, if he swipes right on you, he already knows into which category you fall. It's that simple for men, and they know that so well. So here's the deal. So say you are a beautiful brunette, and the man sees your pictures that are done in a way, again, with the posing in a fashion that presents to him, with your dress, all manner of everything in the first category. And he says, she's cute, but I see her in that first category and she's not really my type. So I'm going to swipe left. Now, say, comes to the next woman, and you're it, and you're a redhead. And he sees you in that first category, and he says, yes, she's my type. Now, even if he also put hookups, he is not looking at you as a hookup girl. It's already there in a nanosecond. He knows you're in the real relationship category, so you don't have to say anything. Like that second answer I had, talk to him and see what he says. You don't have to. You've presented yourself in that way of a real relationship. So if you do all the steps afterwards that just keep showing him you are in that first category, you're already his type, he swiped right, then you have a shot. at the real relationship. Here's the opposite of that. If you are presenting with, we all know the duck pose, and the posing with your boobies out and your butt out and scantily clad, we know that you can be the most wonderful woman who is in the Madonna category, but that's you, and that's free you, and you dress like that, and it's fun to pose like that and to be sexy. He will put you in second category. And so, if he swipes right on you, you will automatically, in his mind, be placed in just to have fun with. So it's going to take a lot more work for you to go against his perception and present yourself in a way that you are not just for hookups. And it's going to take more steps and be harder. Here's what I know for sure, that to go against the first and in a nanosecond, split second way that the man perceives you is very, very hard to do. It's not impossible, and I do it with women that I work with. But usually it is what's happened is the man has placed her in that category. And she might have unknowingly let herself into that category by having sex on the first, second, third date. And of course, she likes the man and he's special to her. And this is something that she's not in one or the other category. So she's doing what she feels. The man, unfortunately, has placed her there. And now to work backwards, you'll hear this on a lot of my podcasts. A lot of women have come to me for this very reason of, he's put me in second category, but I'm in first, of course, and I want to be there and want to show him that I'm there. I would like him to commit because he's the one for me. Very, very hard to do. So I'm all about, let's get you in the right category right from the start so that your Mr. Right can see you in the right light for a possible real relationship. What I really love about this question is that when we understand the male mind, and you might say, well, it's kind of crude for the guy to put real relationships and hookups, or it doesn't make any sense to me. It's honest. Because the man, yes, until he finds that woman for the real relationship, of course he's going to accept hookups, so to speak, to one degree or another, depending on the man. But of course he is, and it's just being honest. So we're not going to impugn a man for being honest. We're going to set him on the right course by setting ourselves in the right category from the start, and you can then move into a real relationship with that man if you find him to be your Mr. Right. This is very involved. I do a lot of videos about this. If you scroll through, and on my playlist, you'll see many more related to this foundational principle that Freud did not create. He simply just qualified it for us in language. But this is in the deepest male brain before we ever had language, and how we are as the human animal. So I'm going to do many more videos on this. Certainly comment on this video, and I answer comments that relate back to the topic of the video. I love them. I want to hear them. You can hear more also on my Make Him Wonder podcast. You can even be a guest. So just go to Make Him Wonder. You'll see some of the Make Him Wonder podcast highlights here on YouTube, because I post them as videos that are really audio only, but you can hear the highlights of certain podcasts there. So I encourage you to do that as well. But I highly encourage you to be a guest if you have anything related to a love relationship question in dating. I'm all for it, and I'd love to talk to you. So be sure, again, hit that red alert bell. so you have my next video coming out. And join us on Instagram so you get my Sunday survey, and that is the topic for the Make Him Wonder Wednesday Live, where I go live and we're going to delve more into this topic today. And each week you'll get a different one. You get to answer the survey, and we will be talking there. Make Him Wonder Wednesday Live Instagram. See you there, and see you more here as well.